Let's keep rolling here right on to question 3. Let's see, what color do I have going? We'll go with red. Okay, so that's the inside. Find the maximum profit number of dollars. So we've got the, that's okay. Let me see. We've got a revenue function. We've got a cost function. I want to find maximum profit. And then how many units must be produced and sold in order to yield the maximum profit. Assume that revenue and costs producing X units are dollars. Okay. First thing we need is the profit function. Remember, profit is always revenue minus the cost. I'm going to put a parenthesis around cost. So often people will forget to distribute this negative through to the cost. Major issue. Or they switch this around. They do cost minus revenue. No, revenue is the income. That's what money comes into us. Cost is the negative part of business. It's the cost of business. So we're going to put this in. Our profit function, P of x, equals 4x. That's the R of x minus parentheses. To always do this part. And again, sometimes you think, oh, I can just do it. I'll shortchange it, change all the signs. That work, you know, if you're good with that. I've just found over the years that I've got to be real careful with negatives, and then just to emphasize, because I just see this too many times. This negative has to distribute to all three terms, and it makes the answer really far off, so it's not even close. So if you don't do this, so then our profit function is 4x minus 0.01 x squared plus, wait, see, even when I'm trying to pay attention, I can easily make a mistake in there. It's hard to talk and solve things, although I'm always talking to myself anyway, so okay. So when we distribute, this becomes a negative 0.1x and a negative 8. Okay, so again, understanding, well, we don't have to talk about that. So then combine like terms, so all of this to just get to, so 4x and negative 0.1x, so 10 cents per thing. So we're going to get negative 0.01 x squared. That gives us an upside down parabola, which does give us a maximum profit. 4 and negative, so that's going to be a positive 3.9x, right? 4 minus 0.1, and then we get our minus 8. So we got to sell enough to get out of the hole of the $8 it cost us, or 8,000, whatever these units are, 8 units of dollars. Or I guess X is that, yeah. X units are in dollars, producing X units. So anyway, we've got to get more, we've got to produce enough to make up the loss of the fixed cost of $8. But after we make so many, this negative part here is going to cause the cost of production goes too high. Okay, so since we want to maximize, what do? We take a derivative, and we set that derivative equal to 0. So I'm going to start off with here the derivative of profit, because that's what we want to maximize. The 2 comes down, so we get 2 times 0.01 is going to give us negative 0.02 x to the 1 power. The derivative here is just going to be 3.9 because the 1 comes down. And then 1 minus 1 is 0, x to the 0 is 1, so that's what that's there. And then the derivative of negative 8 is 0, so it's gone. Again, we just set this derivative equal to 0 and solve. So let's subtract 3.9 from both sides. We get negative 0.02x equals negative 3.9. Divide both sides by negative 0.02, negative 0.02, so then we get x equals to that, which let me get, I'm not going to try that one in my head. I probably could, but you know, this, bring that back up. Okay, so we go here, let's clear this screen off, negative 3.9. Oops, 3.9 divided by negative 0.02. 195. Oops, sorry, I'm in the wrong place. Here I am. Minimize that. So the units 195, and I'll put it over here. It'll be look better. 195 units. What is the profit? Well, then we've got to plug 195 into the profit function, not the derivative function, the profit function. So let's go ahead and do that. Bring up our friend here again, and since this is the only thing we need to calculate, let's just plug it in. 0, negative 0.01, 195 raised to the second plus 3.9 times 195 minus 8. $372.25. $372.25. And then again, because of this, if this function is accurate and everything, we keep producing, the cost of production goes up higher than what we're selling them for. We actually start losing on the profit side, so we don't want to sell more than 195. So that's that one. Thanks.